underneath a tarpaulin. That's always a nice thing to come and see. See the surprise? Oh, look at that. I tell you what, that is fantastic. Do you know, on the pictures, I was kind of thinking it wouldn't measure up, and now I've got here and I can see it. It's better than I would have hoped. So tell us a little bit about the Jeep.
It's a 1945 Willys MB. This was the main production line Jeep from 1942 to 1945.
And that's the one that everyone wants, isn't it? The authentic Second World War Willys Jeep.
Absolutely.
What's Borrowed Time written on the side for?
I'm selling the Jeep for a friend of mine, and this logo right here was what was on his father's Jeep in the Philippines during World War II.
Kidding.
His father was a surgeon for the Army.
Oh, that's fantastic. So a little bit of history has come along with the previous owner.
Right.
I love that. Very, very nice. And these are great, aren't they, on the side? That's unexpected. You've got an axe, what's that, an axe and a shovel?
Right. The Jeep's a very utilitarian type vehicle. You're going to find things like this all over the vehicle. And the axe and shovel was one of the most obvious tools that they put on it. And that's why it's displayed here.
It looks amazing. Is it okay to have a look under the hood?
Right, you need to pull up those latches off of there.
Oh, yes. Oh, look at that. That's fantastic. You could eat your dinner off of that, couldn't you?
Right. That's a 65 horsepower flathead 4-cylinder motor called the L Block. Top of the line rebuild. You have about a $7,500 plus motor in this Jeep.
You're kidding.
You could basically balance a quarter on this thing.
Seriously?
Absolutely.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I love some of this. This is great. What's this for?
Well, that's the lube order chart, which is always put in most of all the Jeeps during World War II so that the GI in the field could see where to lubricate the vehicle. And on the back is the trailer that goes behind the Jeep.
That's brilliant, isn't it?
It is.
So you were sent off with your vehicle and a lube chart so
Right.
you could look after it.
Right.
So I can't help for the life of me think, what's wrong with it? Because it looks in such good order.
Well, it is a nice Jeep. However, there are some drawbacks, and the floor is one of the most obvious issues on the vehicle itself. Over time, someone's let the body bolts get loose in the floor, and so the floor was jiggling around and it cracked the floor. So someone's put their own version of a stiffener in here.
Right, so these two big round discs, they're not original.
They're not original to
right,
the
somebody's
vehicle.
put those in to sandwich the
Right.
body to the chassis.
That's
I
correct.
got you. That's a big job, isn't it? Because you're going to have to cut this floor out. That's going to be a big thing. The seat's tatty as well,
Seat
isn't it?
cushions are definitely tired on the rear, at least.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. But it's lovely, isn't it? Because it's got all the bits that you need to survive right here within the Jeep. I just noticed this little tyre pump and a jerry can.
Right. Now, jerry can shouldn't be mounted in the floor like this. This is not the correct spot. The jerry cans were typically mounted off the back of the rear panel to the other side of the tire right there.
That needs to be reinstated
correct,
over there.
yeah.
Does it have a hood that
It
comes
does.
with
The top is located under the passenger seat.
Look at that. Brilliant. Okay,
Yeah.
it's fantastic. Do you know what? I love it. I think it's very, very charming. And I can't wait to get it out on the road. Any chance of a test drive?
Absolutely. Go ahead and jump on in. We'll fire up.